Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie.
You're listening to Not-Stalgia, the podcast that's longer on the inside than it is on the outside.
Ew.
No,
What is this, House of Leaves? What is this, back rooms? Get out of here, liminal spaces.
the best podcast to listen to while you travel through time and space. Kate?
Aren't we always traveling through time and space?
Yeah, but
Incredible.
not in a fun way.
The best podcast to listen to anytime.
Kate, this is a big question. Have you ever seen, in any of its incarnations or regenerations, Doctor Who?
No, but it's been on my list to watch, so I'm excited that you've done this.
What do you know about it?
I know he travels around in a phone booth, and he's a lot of different guys, and also sometimes a lady,
More recently.
and he's British. And those are the things that I know. Is he like time cop?
You're going to find out.
What is he doing while he's traveling through time?
Going on adventures.
But does he have to do things, or is he just looking at stuff?
Going on it's complicated.
Great.
Kate, here's an email we received.
10 years ago.
Yeah, you figured it out. The email begins, oh my God, it's from May 2018.
Oh, God.
Hello, will you be doing movies in anime? Sincerely, Thomas. 2018, Kate, May.
Hey, Thomas, hope you're still alive.
We started this podcast not long before that. And
It's great to hear from you, Thomas, from across time and space. Lots has happened. We are doing movies in anime. Here's some things that have changed. Everything's worse. Some things are better.
It's fair. So we've really traveled through time and space since then.
We have.
And I wrote back, that's so crazy. We hadn't done a movie yet, because it really was early, and I said, hey, what are some suggestions for anime or movies we should watch? And then I got back just an enormous list. We've done many of these.
Oh, okay.
Dragon Ball Z, done it.
Did it.
Akira, didn't do it. Spirited Away, didn't do it, but we watched it recently. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, didn't do it.
No.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Did it. Loved it.
Return of Jafar, didn't do it. I don't need to read
I was
the
always so scared of that movie.
list. Batman 1989, X-Men 2000, Spider-Man 2002, done them all.
Did it.
Shows, Smallville, that's an interesting one. Batman Beyond, I think we did Batman Beyond. I can't remember. Do you remember seeing...
You're the one who's in charge.
Do you know what Batman Beyond is?
Is it like Batman Forever?
No. It's Batman in the near future, dystopia, cyberpunk kinda.
I don't think we did that.
I don't think all right, hold on. We gotta do Batman Beyond. Anyway, the main one though on this list is Doctor Who.
Doctor Who?
And then 1 year later, May 2019, Thomas wrote back, are you planning on doing an episode on Doctor Who?
Oh my God, poor Thomas.
If you want, I could tell you which episodes to watch, or you can pick one or some yourself.
Thanks, Thomas.
And
Thanks for giving us the grace period of a full year, and now it's 2026.
and then I said, Thomas, neither of us have watched Doctor Who. Please send us a list. And he did. And then
He did 5 years ago, 7 years ago.
He sent a list with 13 possible good recommendations to watch, which is important because of the different iterations of this show. And I have always remembered this email, and I finally made some notes and did some research recently, embarrassingly,
Yep.
in 2026 about Doctor Who.
I'm not trying to out you on this podcast as someone who maybe has undiagnosed ADHD,
You just showed me a
but here
funny
we are.
little meme yesterday that was a bunch of gifs of Magnum PI turning to the camera and kind of smiling, and it was like, the joke was that, you can't just procrastinate something for 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 weeks,
months.
and then do it in 10 minutes, and then it's just him. It says people with ADHD smiling. I do relate to this. So here's the real problem, though. I didn't go back to this email with the list when I did my notes. I did not pick one of Thomas's thoughtful
Oh my
recommendations.
God. No, we have to watch one of Thomas's.
No, we don't, because I picked mine based on how long it will take you to watch it.
Okay, never mind, Thomas.
Oh, no.
No, Thomas, we love you, but I had to say it for the laughs, for the lulz.
Thomas, thank you for your recommendation in both 2018 and 2019 of Doctor Who. It's now
Here we are in
2026.
2026. We were naive back then.
Here you go, Kate. Doctor Who was created by Sidney Newman, C.E. Weber, and Donald Wilson, who were all working for the BBC in the 60s.
What a time to work for the
I know,
BBC.
It's probably pretty cool, right? In 1963, they were tasked with making a new show to fill a gap in the schedule on Saturday nights between a show called Jukebox Jury and a show called Grandstand. Jukebox Jury was for teenagers. It was like a panel show where they judged new pop music.
Okay, like an American Bandstand, but
Yeah.
for Brits. Okay.
Grandstand was a sports news show. It was like a kind of for older
Like
sports fans.
daddy shows.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically these three guys were being told, or they came up with the idea either way, to be like, how do we make a show that the teenagers who watch Jukebox Jury will stick around to watch, but the dads who want to watch Grandstand will tune in and watch this early. That was
Okay.
the main, it's such a humble
was the brief.
beginnings for
Yep.
such a long-standing, franchise. And they decided, sci-fi, sci-fi.
Sure, it's the 60s, right? Sci-fi it's not mainstream enough to be blasé, right? It's like, whoa, look at this crazy thing.
I can't even think of what
there's
to compare
folks who
it
maybe
to.
haven't been exposed to sci-fi, you know, because we're not in Star Trek land yet, are we?
No, Star Trek's 1966.
See?
So, right, it's pre-Star Trek. Yeah, it's really a clever idea and kind of groundbreaking and
Well,
interesting.
like sci-fi at this point is like Zoltar from Planet X, and like everyone's kind of like moving around with their arms real stiff, and everybody's painted green, and they deliver their lines with like a transatlantic accent still. I'm so in.
So for the Doctor, their main guy, Doctor Who, they cast a 55-year-old British actor named William Hartnell. Hartnell,
probably.
William Hartnell. Known up till that point, he had been in tons of stuff, but he was mainly cast as military characters in movies and TV shows. He said, he's like, I always got cast to play these like mean military guys. So I thought this would be nice. My grandchildren can watch it, this whole thing. Because it's like a fun sci-fi and he's a positive character.
It's like a romp.
Yes. And the show is produced in distinct ongoing storylines called serials. So, for example, the first 4 episodes was an ongoing storyline called An Unearthly Child, with each half-hour episode airing, once a week. They're like half-an-hour episodes, and they're just going to, tell a story, stop next time after that serial's over, literally next week, the first episode of the new serial, and so on. It's these distinct ongoing storylines.
Like what would be a mini series now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Limited series, something like that. Okay.
And the second miniseries, or the second serial, was called the Daleks, Daleks, and they're like the iconic villains of Doctor Who. They're little robots with like, they're kind of triangular, but their head's round and has little bulbous things on it. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You have to
What
see
I'm picturing is like those old-timey diving bells that they would put people in. That's what I'm picturing. It's got like a little window in it.
It looks like that.
Oh, it kind of does look like a diving bell. It's like if Boba Fett's head was on a baby toy.
I was going to say if Boba Fett's head was on a skirt made of Dots candies.
That's a good one too.
So the bulbous parts were on the bottom. I was wrong.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was my runner-up to show you that one, but it's 7 episodes long.
That's a lot. That's a lot for me.
And Thomas told us to watch The Unearthly Child, the first serial, but my understanding is that it's lost, so I'm not sure.
Thomas, where are you getting this media?
Yeah, if you have
Thomas, if you're still alive, please send it to us. I hope Thomas is alive. Thomas, if you're still listening, I'm really sorry that it took us 8 years to do this. If I was in charge, it would not have taken us 8 years, Thomas. There's a whole ass pandemic right in between, Tyler.
Oh, okay. I'm wrong here. Sorry, I did some last minute research. The Unearthly Child exists, but there's an ongoing intellectual property dispute between the writer and the BBC, so it's hard to find.
Okay.
But as we're going to talk about later, many of these are lost. Many of the first and second Doctor episodes are literally lost media because of how they used to just tape over stuff back then because they didn't know it was going to be something people cared about now. So what did we say his name was? Hartnell or Hartnell?
Hartnell.
Hartnell played the Doctor for 3 full seasons.
Oh, good for him.
But then his health started to fail, but they didn't want to stop the show because it had become a huge success in that time. It really took off. So they figured out, since the Doctor is a Time Lord, he's an alien called a Time Lord. It's like a guy who likes to travel through, their thing is they travel through time and space and do stuff, and they can live for a really long time. And so they're like, well, he's an alien that we made up. So what if the Time Lords have a power where, like, when their body fails them, like in the show, in the fiction of the show, they regenerate as a different looking guy?
Oh, okay. So they're just like, it's easy. It's easy to replace them because they're like, oh, he just went through a dimensional experience.
Well, it's like a physical thing that they do. Like they molt, sort of. They
molt?
They like die and then are quickly, instantly reborn as a new adult.
Is there like a hot guy coming out of like an old guy's cocoon carcass?
No, it's kind of...
He molts. You said that he molted.
No, that was just I was comparing it.
I want molting.
No, I mean, I haven't seen a bunch, but I've seen I've watched like one of the newer ones when he regenerates just to see it, and he like gets real bright for a minute, and then like when the brightness dims down,
he's hot.
but it looks kind of painful. Well, he's not always hot. He's just a different guy. It depends on how you feel about the actor playing Doctor Who, and I feel like the newer Doctors are much more likely to be considered attractive than the original older Doctors, but I could be wrong.
Ideas of conventional attractiveness have varied across time and culture, Tyler.
So because he got sick and they couldn't stop they didn't want to stop the show. They
couldn't stop that train.
They invent the idea of regeneration, and then of course that becomes a hallmark of this franchise. So for the 26 season run of the original Doctor Who show from 1963 to 1989, there were 7 different Doctors. Every few years, when one of them would want to stop doing it, they were like regenerate, or the ratings are flagging.
He's gonna molt.
They're like, yeah, new Doctor, here he comes. So we got 26 seasons until 1989. Then there's a made-for-TV movie in 1996, which has a new Doctor. They regenerate in that. And then in 2005, they make make the new incarnation of Doctor Who, but it is a continuation. They're numbering the Doctors based on the old Doctors, and that 2005 version is still running today.
Was there ever a time where like a guy really didn't want to do it and they had to use a dummy as his like molting
That's a good question.
his like molting carcass?
I don't know. Yeah, they're like he quit, and then they had to. That's a very
They
good
had to do like a
question.
little fake Shemp action.
Thomas, wow, that was high level
I know
stuff
so
there,
much
fake
about
shit.
media. I'm
Thomas,
so good at it.
If you're out there still, God bless you for listening all this time to our very frustrating show. Basically, Kate, all you need to know is Doctor Who is an alien called the Time Lord. He travels through space and time. He can live a really long time. He can regenerate. His vehicle is called the TARDIS, which is an acronym for time and relative dimensions in space. It looks like a police box, which I learned doing these notes is a special phone booth they have or had in the UK that just calls the police. So it's like if you didn't have a phone to call 911.
Yeah.
Because they've been around since before
Sure.
everyone had a phone.
Sure.
It's how you basically call 911.
Why would you call it that? It sounds like turd. Let me get in my turdus.
The idea was that they were when they conceived of the show, the vehicle was going to change form, like how he can kind of. But then they were like, wait a minute, that costs a lot of money. Why don't we just use the police box? And of course, now that's the one consistent piece of imagery among all the Doctors. The show has a massive following. It has pretty much forever. It was very popular back in the day. It's more popular than ever now, I'd argue. And somehow it's a big blind spot for both of us. For me, part of my trepidation of getting into it is because there's something wrong with me where I felt like I couldn't watch the new one. And I know this is the wrong attitude, but I couldn't watch the new one without at least delving into the old one a little bit.
Yeah, you got something wrong with you.
The same reason I'm mired in X-Men comics right now because I'm trying to read them all, still in the 90s. But this is a good compromise, I think, where what I want to do over the course of the next several months for this podcast is watch just one serial from each Doctor.
Okay.
So that'll be our way into deep diving into Doctor Who.
What are we going to call it?
Nothing. We don't call our miniseries anything. It's just the Not-Stalgia Doctor Who miniseries. I'll make a little podcast
Oh, that's
graphic,
cute.
the logo, the old logo with the words Not-Stalgia in it. I like doing that. And there's no schedule for this, just like all of our other miniseries, Looney Tunes.
What if we called it Tnardus? The Not-Stalgia Doctor Who miniseries.
Say, what's the acronym?
Tnardworms. Tnardworms.
I love you so much. And I think that's all you need to know. Like the beauty of this is we don't need to do 40 pages of notes because we'll get to the second Doctor notes when we get to this
Got
if
it.
and when.
Okay, so wait, I'm watching the old one now. I don't get to watch a hot Doctor.
Okay. Traditional ideas of what makes someone attractive, I think this Doctor could be kind of a snack, and who cares if he is? That's not why we're here. Is that why you're here? And like I said, several of the first and second Doctor's serials or episodes of serials are missing. Oh, I didn't even tell you which one we're watching. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm about to do.
Oh
I'm
my
scared.
God. The serial we're watching is called The Aztecs. It is frequently cited as one of the best from the first Doctor.
Well, then why didn't Thomas recommend it?
It's 4 episodes. It's his 6th serial, and the 4 episodes aired from May 23rd to June 13th, 1964. But also, an anecdote I thought you would find amusing is that the very first episode of Doctor Who ever aired on November 23rd, 1963. Do you know what happened the day before November 23rd, 1963?
Yeah, JFK.
That overshadowed the premiere of Doctor Who. So the first serial didn't really light the world on fire because all everybody was watching and talking about was the coverage of the JFK assassination. So it didn't really pick up until the second serial, the Daleks, which not only introduced the iconic design of those guys, but also had more room to breathe because people were not preoccupied with the JFK assassination anymore.
Got it.
We're skipping ahead to the Aztecs, the 6th serial. So
Okay, so I'm going to watch 2 hours of Doctor Who.
would you rather watch 4 hours?
Talk.
What is it? What's happened?
There's to be a human sacrifice today at the rain ceremony.
No.
And you must not interfere. Do you understand?
I can't just sit by and watch.
No, Barbara. Ian agrees with me. He's got to escort the victim to the altar.
He has to what?
Yes, they've made him a warrior, and he's promised me not to interfere with the sacrifice.
Well, they've made me a goddess. And I forbid it.
Barbara, no.
There'll be no sacrifice this afternoon, Doctor. Or ever again. The reincarnation of Yetaxa will prove to the people that you don't need to sacrifice a human being in order to make it rain.
Barbara, no.
It's no good, Doctor. My mind's made up. This is the beginning of the end of the sun god.
What are you talking about?
Oh, don't you see? If I could start the destruction of everything that's evil here, then everything that is good would survive when Cortez lands.
But you can't rewrite history. Not one line.
What's that?
This is some 1960s special effects.
All right.
Psychedelic.
The Brits are going crazy. I'm getting some theremin. I like theremin.
I could see how people were into this. Look how cool this is and how sort of unique it is, right?
What am I looking at here?
It's the TARDIS.
Yeah, but why is it so tiny?
It's definitely a model, yeah.
It was literally a
crappy model.
It's funny. I wasn't thinking that it was going to be in black and white, but of course it is.
Yeah, 1963. I don't know which doctor made the switch to color. We'll find out on this journey.
Look at that menacing skull.
And remember, he can go anywhere. He can go to the past, he can go to the future, he can go to an alien world. So you kind of don't know what you're going to get until you tune in.
I don't know who Barbara is, but Barbara's real smart. She's brought a friend. They're hanging out. They're in some kind of Aztec tomb.
A big part of Doctor Who I neglected to mention is he's always got at least one companion who's like the human.
Just got a buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this his buddy?
I think so.
All right. So here's Barbara, his platonic friend.
I don't know which one's his buddy.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, we're watching two human women. Are you laughing because that Aztec priest man is clearly a British man?
He's just an old British dude. All right. So here's all these Aztec folks. They're just British guys in little party hats.
It's black and white, but you get the impression that
there's
got
definitely
some
brown face. Yeah.
Here he is.
These are Doctor Who's friends?
Yeah,
Servants?
He's got a man and a woman here.
They've all come out of the police box. Okay, so Doctor Who kind of looks like Ebenezer Scrooge a little bit. I'm getting Scrooged.
And it's like, I guess, because I was going to say, how does this appeal to jukebox jury teenagers? But I guess that's why he has younger companions.
Yeah, he's got young companions. Also, they're like, yes, look at this vast expanse. It's just very clearly a matte painting in the back.
Like a curtain.
There's a crease. Look at the crease. And listen, I'm not trying to slag it. You know what I mean? Like, this is 1960s BBC. They're doing their best.
It's very ambitious. So yeah, Doctor Who, the character here, is an older man who seems to be designed to appeal to the sports daddies.
Yes, they were like, all right, let's get a sports daddy and his children together. All of the costume elements that the Aztecs are wearing are like very clearly like tin can lids. Look, one of them is very clearly a can that has been cut open with a can opener. Look. They've bedazzled this can lid and stuck it to a hat. I appreciate that as someone who made a lot of crafts out of like toilet paper tubes growing up. Look at it, Tyler. It's really pulling my focus. All right, so there's been a bit of a misunderstanding. Doctor Who and his friends, cronies,
his crew,
his squad. One member of his squad was wearing a bracelet that she like was just trying on, and then all these guys in the party hats found her, and they were like, she is like a servant of this god/goddess. What? All right, so this guy's supposed to be like a high priest, I guess?
They do all just straight up have British accents, though.
Yep. This guy, they pulled him from a BBC 60s production of Macbeth, I think. They were like, hey, the priest guy, the high priest, he's sick today. King Duncan, get over here. And I do feel like they may have recycled some of these costumes from some other BBC productions. Look at the robes. They're very Julius Caesar. Also, inexplicably, every Aztec guy just speaking English. Here's Barbara all decked out. I don't know what's going on with these hats. These hats that the guys have on are really pulling my focus.
Basically a dunce cap. All right, good. I thought Barbara was being held hostage. They think she's a goddess.
Yeah.
It's the opposite. All right, the stakes are high.
No pressure.
Doctor Who has just let us know that they will all die if they realize she's not this reincarnated god. And he said it very casually.
This one guy has just got a flower pot on his head.
There's even this element, I feel like, of like the camera production is rushed. The doctor just walked into a spot where his face was blocked.
Oh, yeah, completely.
And the camera operator like slowly started to move out into where he needed to be.
Yeah.
But after a delay, like the blocking is too rushed or something that they don't have it down.
I think these wigs are left over from like an Egypt show, right? Like left over from like a documentary on Egypt or something, like the blunt bangs that we're seeing.
And what is there, like a top knot on that?
Yeah. Now one of the Doctor Who's squad friends, buddies. No, that's Ian, Tyler.
Who?
Get it together.
Ian's the companion?
Yeah.
One of the companions?
Yeah. So Ian's been drafted to be the war chief. But now he has to watch this weird dream ballet where two of the warriors that are already here are fighting.
Well, there's a whole thing going on where this guy Ian, who came on the TARDIS with the doctor, is like been told he could command the army. But there's already a guy commanding the army, so there's kind of a rivalry thing going on.
A little bit of a power struggle.
It's just like your classic TV budget thing where you're going to command our huge army, but you will never, ever get a glimpse of the army. Because, of course, that would require a lot of people. So there's a lot of discussing the army.
A lot of close talking here. I don't know if it's because of how they framed the shot or if this was intentional.
It is a remnant of when TV was more of a square than wide. If you're going to have a close-up of two people talking, their mouths have to basically
They have
be touching.
to be on top of each other.
Meanwhile, they're like, oh, take the doctor out to the garden to just be peaceful and hang out. Why would he want to help anyone now? He's just like, this is great.
They've brought Doctor Who to this, essentially what I guess is an Aztec retirement home where anyone above age 52 just gets to hang out here because they've like done a service to their community. They just get to like rest.
But look, he's grafting a little bit.
Got those grafting boots on, checking out all the women with their blunt bangs. Do you think that they edited this at all?
I think it's like one take.
Right?
Yeah, the doctor is like, she arranged a meeting between me. I mean, between myself and... That was kind of a weird... Like, he corrected himself.
Maybe it was the best take. Maybe it was the best one.
I don't think that was in the script. Yeah, I think that's just what happened. Why does Ian have a chicken head on?
It's like a leather helmet fashioned to look like a bird, maybe an eagle.
Classic time travel. He's like, I know the human sacrifice is off-putting to you, but just let him do it. Don't mess with it. We cannot change the past.
What the hell? All right, so Barbara's like straight up, we're not going to do a human sacrifice. They think I'm a goddess. I'm just going to be like, no.
It's going to ruin the future. Hey, even though I'm sensing your slight boredom, I think it's important to contextualize you can't go rewrite history during this time travel story as probably being one of the first times that was ever depicted like on TV.
You're correct.
In a mainstream setting. So, though we have seen many, 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 many time travel stories.
You're right.
That's kind of interesting. Probably the first time many people heard that. Because I can't remember if, like, is there a rewriting history element to, like, H.G. Wells' The Time Machine? I can't remember.
I don't know. There's only those scary guys that I remember.
The Morlocks. Hell yeah.
All right, now we got a guy. He's strapped down.
Yeah, this is the sacrifice.
Ready to be sacrificed.
And here's Barbara about to change history and say that, look, I don't want there to be human sacrifice either, but here she is about to say that the Aztec culture is bad.
All right, so Susan is Doctor Who's granddaughter.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, she said grandfather. What's happening?
I feel like Doctor Who has sired children all across the universe and through time.
Yep.
He's like, you can't change history. And then he goes back in time and impregnates some lady.
He's got like a bunch of alien kids, bunch of kids in 1700, a couple kids running around ancient Aztec land, a couple kids in 2028.
Who just did that drum roll in the room?
It was a drum roll.
There's no drummer.
Tyler, you're questioning the drum presence? Out of all the things, when that man's wig is here, you're questioning the drum presence. Also, the outfits that some of the guards are wearing have like ties in the back, like a cheap Halloween costume look. They have little bows in the back that you would tell your mom would tie on, like your Jasmine costume that you got when you were like 6. It had a cloth midriff. It's very like progressive gender dealy that Barbara gets to be the reincarnation of Yetaxa.
And they addressed it. They're like, why do you think you had the reincarnation? That was a boy god. And she's like, it does not matter. A god could be anything. And that was it.
They've all
accepted
just all dealt with it.
It is cool. Did the sacrifice just jump to his death?
He was ready. No one has reacted to anything. No, he ran away, I think.
Okay,
he was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Isn't the over-the-top acting fun, though, sometimes?
It is kind of fun. It's
I want
a little
more
goofy.
of it.
Yeah, it is like they have pulled the High Priest off of a production of Macbeth, like a stage production, and he is doing stage acting.
Right into the camera.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the best part so far is the intro, which really rules. We're watching it again because we're beginning part 2. So now we get to watch Doctor Who scream at Barbara for a while, but now he's apologizing.
These two are just absolutely tummy to tummy.
Every time we see them.
Every time we see them, they're talking so close. I am fully in support of this,
You
but
cannot refer to heated rivalry every time we record a podcast.
why? Because it's universal. Oh, he's doing some kind of like Vulcan death grip on him. Tyler. He was just bragging about all the great stuff he can do with his thumb. Ian was like, yeah, I'll subdue you with my thumb. And then he gave him some kind of Vulcan death nerve pinch. Tyler, this is not subtext. This is main text.
I'm not a fan of when everybody always says everything's homoerotic, but this is kind of homoerotic.
This is a very homoerotic episode. Why do they keep referring to this guy as the perfect victim? This guy is absolutely just got his grafting boots on. He's flirting mercilessly. He's trying to get this information.
I didn't know the doctor, one of his powers apparently here is
Just flirtation.
sex appeal, charisma.
I think this woman's just bored. There's no internet, you know? They have the same hair bump. Look at it. Look at their little... What has he got in there, you think? Like a bump it? It's really teased up, right? A lot of weird panning and shot choices.
Many, many scenes have ended with the camera zooming in towards one of the actors as they sort of like react react to something looking
Why?
straight at the camera. It's happened a lot. All right, so Barbara has to take basically a quiz to find out if she's really the reincarnated god now.
Mr. Manly over here, defeated by the nerve pinch. He really is reckoning with his masculinity. Maybe they're just close talkers. Also, these hammered gold necklaces that they're all supposed to be wearing are just very clearly aluminum foil. Here's Doctor Who planning to poison a guy. Why is this guy lurking everywhere? Doctor Who just keeps sniffing plants, touching leaves, saying weird stuff.
So shall I?
Horticulture will do nicely. Shut the up, Doctor Who. Go take a rest, Grandpa. Get back in your police box.
Kate, they're trying. It is trapped in a temple that they do not know
Why
how to
would
get
they
into.
simply not leave a scout on the inside?
What do you mean?
Why wouldn't they leave someone in there who could open it up?
You're correct, but that's hindsight. They didn't know. They didn't know that they
You
accidentally...
have to be prepared for anything. You are traveling across time and space,
They
both
landed
space and
in a
time.
temple that could only be opened from the inside. They all walked out, and then it slammed shut, and they were like, whoops. If they knew, you're right, in the future, always leave one in there. Whoops.
I've up. Oh, God. Doctor Who's got to ask more questions. Doctor Who is not asking enough questions. These hats are made of cardboard. Look at them. Tyler, the contest is about to begin.
Okay, I hate to say it. It's a little slow and boring, right?
Yeah, it's pretty slow. I would just grab this guy's top knot. Just straight up. You can't wear a top knot to a grappling fight.
Just grab it and twist it.
They're just like slow motion grapple fighting. These two are just wrestling.
Feels like the cameraman stood up on a table for that
Yeah.
shot, too. Oh, no, he's going to undo his Halloween costume,
Yep.
snaps in the back.
What did they think they were filming? You know what I mean? Because they are playing this serious as a heart attack.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
mid-60s BBC serious. Uh-oh, he got the night-night needle. Doctor Who made some kind of like needle with sleepy plant sap on it.
It's not going to kill him. It's
No,
just
it's
going to
just
knock
gonna,
him out,
just
right?
gonna make him go sleeps.
That's not honorable, though.
It's not.
The whole point was he couldn't lose because it would be dishonorable.
He
And
has
then
to do the
cheated.
evil nerve pinch.
Yeah.
Ian just tried to throw a haymaker. I want to see like one Austin Powers style judo chop. Don't you? What? He just threw him on the ground.
Thank God they're fighting on a tapestry so they don't get
Yeah.
hurt too bad. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's getting tired.
It's like when you take a Benadryl too early. You still have
Trying
stuff
to
to
brush
do.
your teeth. It's not good. It's an extended fight scene. Oh God, he judo chopped him. He judo chopped him. He got him right in the ribs. Oh, Tyler. This is really long.
Oh, was he faking being sleepy?
No, he's sleepy, but he's fighting against it because he's Mr. Doctor Who's assistant.
If Top Knot loses after cheating and poisoning this guy, that's really dishonorable.
The intro f***ing slaps. Everything else kind of
That breaks.
sucks. How do you think they made this intro? Like, what is the stuff blobbling around?
I don't know, some hot wax.
Like mercury. Everyone who made this intro got poisoned. Recap. Ian got a little sleepy during the hand-to-hand combat because of a poisoned needle, and now he's sleeping.
poisoned by the doctor because he
Yeah.
accidentally gave his opponent the poison, not knowing it'd be used on him.
Now Barbara's like, all right, if you kill Ian, I'm going to kill, what's this guy's name? Clitoxa?
Plotoxin? I don't know.
Clitoxa. This is girl power, though. I like it. I like when a woman has a knife. The music sting every time something happens is really great, where it's like, it's giving me very Brady Bunch evil tiki vibes. It's kind of the inverse of I would rather watch the Brady Bunch evil tiki episode. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it moves at a quicker pace than this, that's
Yeah.
for sure. Don Ho is there.
Don Ho was there. I forgot about Don Ho. I wish Don Ho would appear here. The high priest guy is the most British looking man I've ever seen.
Not the most Aztec looking man like they're trying to
No.
claim.
It's like they made a composite of every British person's face. They just keep saying, like, talk to the doctor, talk to Ixtar, talk to this guy. Maybe just get them all in the room together.
You can't do a 4-part
Just
serial.
gather them.
If everyone gets their information quickly and efficiently. Yeah, it's a lot of like procedural, go from one room to the next, talk to this guy, he gives you a clue about this guy.
Tyler, what the hell am I looking at here? So much baby bangs in this. Some of the delivery in this is really...
There's a wide variety of types of actors, levels of skill of the actors who know they're on TV, actors who think they're in theater, actors who maybe don't know they're in a show.
unclear. What's her name? The older lady that Doctor Who has been grafting with. She seems pretty happy hanging out in this garden with him.
Yeah, it's a shame he's got to go.
Ooh, love potion.
I'm losing track of details here. The evil guys are going to make a poisonous potion to kill everyone with, but at the same time, this lady wants to make a love potion.
Tyler, I don't know.
To make Doctor Who fall in love with her.
I do not know.
Also, no one calls him Doctor Who, right? It's just the Doctor.
Yeah.
Like, calling him Doctor Who is probably a big faux pas, I'm going to guess. And yet, I keep doing it. It feels like these potions might get mixed up.
Oh, my beans.
See, you were wondering if the doctor was hot. Apparently he is, to older Aztec ladies.
She's literally swooning.
Okay, pretty interesting ideas here. Barbara, studied the Aztecs, is enamored with them, always has been, and now that she's actually here, she's very upset by how sort of brutal and backwards some of their customs seem to her modern sensibilities. It's interesting. And even though she now has the opportunity to, completely change everything about them to make them seem more, modern, less brutal, she's got to accept that that's not the right thing to do.
All right, he brought some poisoned bean juice for her to drink. And she was like, no, you drink it first. And they refused. And then she just threw it onto the ground, which was amazing. Why is he scrabbling around like a gremlin? Barbara's 1960s bob is perfectly suited to wear that weird little flower pot on her head.
Everyone else is risking life and limb. The doctor's over here slurping down some love potion with this girl.
Yeah, Susan's been kidnapped.
I forgot about Susan. We haven't seen her this whole episode. Okay, did the camera just get out of focus and in focus quick as a stylistic choice?
No.
Because he drank a sip, or is it an accident?
I think the cameraman is like some guy at the BBC's nephew.
He was lighting a cigarette and got distracted.
This little hat that the high priest has on looks like something that you would get in a Christmas cracker from, right? From England.
I don't think our listener Thomas is going to be very happy with us after this.
Thomas, I love you, but this one was kind of rough. But everybody's first season is rough.
He did not recommend this one.
Yeah.
And this is also from the second season.
Way to go, Tyler.
He recommended the very first episode.
Maybe it could have helped me figure things out.
Actually, it probably does have information about who the hell the doctor is.
He's an intergalactic grandfather. Here's Susan. She got kidnapped, and she's been, being instructed in how to be an Aztec.
Yeah,
what their religion is.
She just has to learn all the facts about their culture. Without having seen any of this before, I kind of assumed there was an actual educational component to this, but there's not. You can't learn any much real from this, I feel like.
She only has to marry him for a day. All right, so Susan is like, no, you can't tell me who to marry. I'm a modern woman. And they brought this guy who's going to be a sacrifice in a couple days. And he's like, yeah, I'll make her my bride. You only have to deal with him for 2 days. This is great. Get all dressed up, have a party. Meanwhile, Granddaddy's just strolling around in the garden, enamored with this old biddy.
She's not as old as him,
no.
though. He's much older.
Oh, look out.
Even though I'll remind you, this actor is 56 right now.
The doctor's talking like a big game. Yeah, I'll stay with you. I'll hang out.
He's a master manipulator. He needs the info. He will say or do anything to get this information. They gotta figure out how to open the door.
Why is Barbara letting this guy come back and see her? He just tried to poison her moments ago.
They figured it out, right? Is that their way in?
Yep, they got a secret tunnel.
You had to put a coin in it or something?
Tyler, I don't know. I don't even have my phone and I find myself distracted right now.
Damn.
I put my phone in a different room so that I couldn't look at it. And I'm still I'm just daydreaming over here.
One day we should sit down and look at the list and figure out what's the most boring thing we ever watched for Not-Stalgia.
It might be this.
It's just a little slow. I'll remind you, you were the one who always used to advocate for things to be less overstimulating.
Yeah, you destroyed my brain with all these shows, and now I can't watch slow Doctor Who. I can't believe that, what's his name?
It's locking what's his name?
Yeah, what's his name is locking Ian in there. They were sharing a little mat moments ago.
Yeah, his rival. Ian and his rival.
Now he's just Cask of Amontillado him. Very upsetting.
Did he have a little flashlight?
Yeah.
Just that he brought with him from the 60s? I think it might be a booby trap. 3 down, 1 to go. There are slightly interesting things happening. They're just spaced out very far from each other with less interesting moments. Would it have helped to, instead of watch them all in one afternoon, watched them over the course of a month?
Maybe.
I would have absolutely forgotten every single thing that happened in between.
You would have been like, who is this guy? Why does he have blunt bangs? Is this subtext or main text? Why is he in this tunnel with a flashlight?
They are certainly not holding your hand with a previously on. They will show 10 seconds of what the very last thing was of the cliffhanger.
You're like, okay, the tunnel's filling with water, but nothing else. What happened to Susan? Who the cares? Was it like a pen light?
The doctor really didn't put up much of a fight here either. He literally stood there while the bad guy put the panel back in place, locking him in here.
He was like, I'm bored with Ian.
Do you want to be my new companion?
Put him in this tunnel. Lock him in. Those boots that he has on are definitely left over from a production of Robin Hood. Look at him. Now we're just doing a montage of Ian crawling. It's 45 seconds of crawling.
Why doesn't the doctor carry around some sort of trans-dimensional gun? that could blow stuff up.
Wait, why isn't he strapped up right now? If I was doing an intergalactic travel mission, I would at least have a gun. One gun for the four of you. All right, so thank God Ian crawled for 45 seconds and now he's back in the tomb. What is that in the background? That looks like something that you made in third grade when like the artist in residence people came to your school and they were like, here, make something out of this red clay. Look at that.
This little smiling guy. How dare you talk about that ancient Aztec art that way?
A lot of grunting in this episode. Just a long, uncut scene of Ian tying a knot into a rope.
Yeah, Kate, this is groundbreaking television. I think we need to keep reminding ourselves.
Now he's got his flashlight out. Where's he been keeping that?
Look, he did a simple machine.
Okay, so he's solved the issue by putting like a belt in between the door and the door jamb so they can open it again.
Okay, so they've solved the main problem. They can get to the TARDIS, but Susan is being held hostage or something. They could just leave without Susan.
She's been kind of annoying.
Look, Ian's sneaking up on them. Not the nerve pinch again.
Susan's got such Barbara Streisand in like funny girl hair right now.
You didn't rewrite history now, did you, Barbara? Literally, the answer to their problem was simple machines.
Yes.
We need a pulley.
All right, so we're doing it again. We have to go through the tunnel again because the belt broke.
Not o'clock.
The high priest has been bludgeoned, but with Ian's club. And they're like, oh, yeah, let's make it look like he did it.
Yeah, a little frame up. We were so close. Another setback.
Ian. I hate how they say this.
Ian.
Ian. What the hell? Doctor Who made a pulley. He made the wheel.
Is Doctor Who now advocating for changing history?
Tyler, I have no idea.
Why?
I'm lost. I'm just lost.
We keep calling him Doctor Who.
The doctor has created a pulley. He's whittled it out of a tree. His fiance is like, what the is that? But she knows it's taken him away. She knows that man is being taken by a pulley. She knows. Really close talkers. I just feel like the guy playing the doctor doesn't really have his lines down. Like, every once in a while, he'll just be like fumbling and stumbling. And we're to assume that this is the best take, you know?
I think it's the take. I don't know
any
if
other
there's more
takes.
than one take on this show.
Okay, so they distracted him by saying, I'll give you all of Ortlok's money. And then Ian just kind of did like a two-hand fist pop to his neck.
He's really good at hitting people in the neck. And what is his? I wonder what his job is back in the 60s.
He's a neck slapper. That's his job. What the hell is happening? There's so much like verbal machinations, you know? They're like, here is my plan. And then they talk for like 2.5 minutes and then nothing happens. And then like rinse and repeat. They're like, okay, now here is my plan. And then they talk again for another 2 minutes.
And then every once in a while, Ian hits someone in the neck.
just absolutely pops them right in the neck.
In these 4 episodes, he's done it at least 3 times so
Same
far.
guy, though. Same guy. He just keeps popping that guy in
Oh, wait,
the
the guard that time was that same guy?
Yeah. This is the most 60s interpretation of Aztec garb ever. Everyone's got a poncho on with fringe.
I wonder how much research they were doing.
He's out here breaking hearts across the galaxy.
Did he not recognize Ian? Is that Ian? No, that's a different helmet.
Tyler, I honestly can't tell.
I hate this. I don't say that lightly. I wanted to like this so bad. I had visions of us cracking up the whole time, saying it was a campy masterpiece.
I wish it was campier.
Like, I thought we would be discreetly off the podcast watching more of the first Doctor's adventures before we went into the second Doctor. That's kind of how I thought this was going to go. And
well, I'm going to tell you, that's not how it went. I'm sorry, Thomas.
Thomas is like, first you ignored my email for many years.
And then we were mean.
He's like, you should have watched The Unearthly Child, you fools.
Should have.
Probably right.
All right, now they got to use the simple machine. They got to use the pulley.
Incredible.
Here they go, Tyler. Why are we dueling now?
I think they had a great time making this, except for having to remember all those lines.
Like, here's the Robin Hood and the Merry Men boot tops. They don't show any, like, actual fighting. They just keep showing one guy swinging his club at the camera over and over.
In the last shot, you could see the edge of the curtain that had the matte painting on it. I swear to God, you could see the end of it.
I want it to be campier so bad, but it is pretty campy.
Yes. It's just not quite goofy enough. Okay, that was pretty goofy. During the fight, he kind of kicked and threw his opponent off the top of this, I don't know, what are we on, a ziggurat?
It's a step pyramid, I guess. I don't know.
Meanwhile, they got to use some leverage here and open this door.
Oh, yeah, don't forget your pulley.
They brought the pulley with them. That's good, just in case next time.
All All right, so the eclipse is happening, but it's just like a painting of an eclipse.
Barely. It's like an ink blot. Bit of a whining moment. What's the point of traveling through time and space if you can't change anything? I don't know. Witness the greatest moments in history. Corroborate the historic record. Taste an extinct herb.
Now the doctor's doing like some light grave robbery.
On the way out.
He's like, oh, that looks good. Yeah, I'll take
Yoink.
one of those. Yes. Yeah.
All right. He's in the TARDIS. This is what I want. I need it more sci-fi. Now we're seeing the inside of
I
the
get to see
TARDIS
lights
finally.
blinking.
Yeah. Are you aware of the main feature of the TARDIS, that it is much larger inside than it is outside?
I mean, it would have to be. It has to fit all of his little squad.
Yeah.
He pressed a bunch of buttons, and then some kind of acrylic plastic thing shot up, but the bottom of it is a colander.
My instruments.
Do they not know where they're going?
I don't know, Kate. Next episode, Strangers
Can
in
they
Space.
not control where they go?
We had a cliffhanger here. Something weird happened.
Lord.
They don't know where they landed. Well,
Okay.
are we going to find out?
Happy days, my dear?
The happiest of my life, dear heart. Was ever such a potion brewed? In bliss is quenched my thirsty heart.
Very prettily put, my dear.
Oh, sweet favored man, you have declared your love for me, and I acknowledge and accept your gentle proposal.
All right, Thomas, thanks for sending us an email 8 years ago. I'm sorry it took us so long to respond and that we were mean most of the time. This was long, and I wish it was a little campier. I had a good time kind of tee-heeing, making fun of it, but I hope it gets better as time goes on.
It definitely gets better as time goes on. It's known for, nobody would ever actually want, if you're trying to make someone into a Doctor Who fan who never saw it before, no one in their right mind would ever recommend you do what we're doing. And Thomas didn't. To his credit, Thomas just gave me some of the best from all the different iterations, kind of at my request, because this would really make it hard for you to then want to watch a bunch more.
Agreed.
If you weren't forcing yourself to for a podcast. Here's the summary of the episodes that Thomas suggested. An Unearthly Child. So it actually would have been helpful because Ian and Barbara discover the Doctor and the TARDIS in a junkyard, and then they go back to the Stone Age, where there's a thing about warring Stone Age factions and the discovery of fire.
Wow, that sounds a lot more exciting, Tyler. Way to go.
I bet you once you get back in time, it's similar fighting to what we just saw. At least the idea that there's actually an origin of, hey, look, these humans found this guy, and maybe he explains himself a little bit, so we'd have a little more context. But yeah,
Where did Susan come from?
they definitely picked her up because it appears that at the end of one serial, they give you information to get you right into the next serial, which is actually kind of cool. If you were watching this week to week, it seems like it'd be impossible to deal with this if you were just like, imagine if you tuned into the third episode of this, you know, kind of bold that way to do that. Bold choice makes it harder to get new viewers. Anyway, yeah, I just kind of wish that this was not 4 episodes long. And this is one of the shorter serials. Many of them are several more episodes long than this. And it just felt, and I understand the medium of television to this day is like this, but especially then, it's like they're basically just filling time to sell commercials, and the people making it are lucky that they even get to be creative and write stories and do sci-fi. But it really felt pulled apart to fill as many episodes as they could feasibly do with this storyline. You know, they could have that could have been 1 to 2 half hours, and it would have been way sillier because we would have got all the fun moments without quite as much. You said it perfectly in the middle of that. They just talk about their plans for several minutes in very, very drawn out. It is what it is. It's low budget. They can only film
I do
in
like
2
looking at the
rooms.
low budget costumes and set. That was fun.
Yeah, you just get tired of the locations because they basically only have 1 or 2 locations because
They only have so many matte painted backgrounds.
Yeah.
They were like,
Yeah, it's impressive that it exists. It's very amazing for its time, but that was a hard sit. We were getting pretty.
we had to
bored.
break it up. We had to take a
Oh,
break.
yeah, we took a break in the middle, in between 2 and 3. But they don't need to know that, Kate. They don't need to know our secrets. Anyway, so Doctor Who. What I hoped would happen didn't happen, that we both would be gung-ho about watching more on our own. So the next time we watch Doctor Who, it will be the second Doctor, and I will probably use Thomas's recommendation. Unless
Please.
I find out that it's like 9 episodes long, then I will not, and I'll find my own.
Okay.
So send us an email, everybody out there, notstalgia@aol.com.
Maybe we'll respond to it in 8 years. Maybe we won't.
Follow us on whatever podcasting app you use. If it's Apple Podcasts, leave a rating and review. If it's Spotify, leave a rating. And how about this? Have I ever said this before? I should be saying this more often. Tell a friend about this podcast.
Oh, yeah. If you got friends, you should talk to them.
Or if we're your podcast friends. So tune in next week for something different.
Bye, parasocial pals.
This is BBC Television.